Hello. I feel glad to be honoring this appointment with myself and with you. Um, I wrote improv in a title of this video, but in some way I kind of know what I want to talk about now. But still, it's going to be improv. But I want to talk about our support system as individuals. I want to talk about the things that oui, ma chérie. Yes. So there's things that supports us to go towards what we want, and there are things that are restraining forces between us and what we want. The love of your dog, for example, can be something that supports you to feel loved, to feel alive, to feel happy, which is what I want, which is what we all want, be happy, don't we? So I really love the idea of exploring what supports us to say yes to ourselves, to say yes to what we want. When I talk about support system, I talk about what supports us within us and what supports us outside of us in our environment, in our relationships. So there's within our relationship and within the collective, within the context. And I really love the idea of exploring what and being more clear about what works, what supports us, what we can also understand better about the things that doesn't support us. To um, be more aware of the choices we have, to remember what we know works for us, to remember what we know we want, and that sometimes we forget because for many reasons, for many restraining forces reasons. I'm not sure if this English phrase makes sense, but that's anyway. Yesterday I talked about the fact that I want to receive 10,000 euros a month, and I talked about the fact that I want to continue the work of freeing myself from the shame of wanting what I want, of being who I am, of being as powerful as I am, of being as beautiful and having as privileges as I have. Um, that and yeah, I definitely want to let go of the restraining forces more and more. And to do that, I'm cultivating good habits. I'm cultivating habits that supports what I want. And in the video in French, I share that some of the things that works for me is to have a conversation with Yana, who lives in Czech Republic, and we talk every week 2 hours, and she listens to me and reflects what she get. I'm saying she share her experience, and that is definitely a strong, very powerful conversation that supports me to be free from shame of wanting what I want. It also helps me to get clear about how I can go towards what I want, and it helps me get clear about how I can change my mindset and see things differently, in to be more able to believe that what I want is possible and I can work towards it. So there's many other things I was mentioning about the things that helps, and so basically I'm working at cultivating good habits that helps me um, getting clear about what I want and believing more and more strongly that what I want is possible. Among the different things I do every day, I do yoga, I do breathing exercises, I do writing, especially writing about my goals and rereading, reading what I wrote about my goals. I read to inspire myself, to nourish my mind. I do those videos every day, etc. And there's also the fact that I really regularly talk with people to share about how I am, how they are. Listening to each other helps. Um, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. So thank you for your attention, and if you want to engage about your support system and how to find ways to have the support system that is sufficient for you to get what you want. I'd love to hear from you. There's a last thing I wanted to say is that I was sharing in a French video that I sometimes struggle to have hope with myself about what I am capable of accomplishing, and I'm working I'm working to be more often in a place where I trust what I want and that what I want is possible and I can move towards it. And doing this video right now makes it easy. Actually, it really helps me. I was, before doing this video, a little bit wobbly and not so much trusting in my ability to create something of value. I wasn't really trusting much my ability to enrich life. But the thing that I wanted to say, the last one thing, is that I am definitely talking about this part of each one of us that believes that making life richer is possible, that we are actually, I was talking about my ability to trust, but I also wanted to add that my ability to trust the humanity is bigger. It's easier for me to believe that the humanity is going in a direction that makes sense and that is going to be richer and more beautiful. For some reasons, even with all the things that happens in the world, I'm aware that we can cultivate our joy individually and collectively and in our relationships. But we can also be aware that there are things happening in the world that tells us about the kind of social change we want to see. And I really love the idea that everything that happens, even the things that we don't like, helps us getting clear about what we want to see, what we would like to see as social change. And that the job is to, rather than fighting against the thing that doesn't work, the job is to fight less against the things we don't want and allow more what we want to happen. So it's true on the individual level, and I think it's true at the collective level. And I'm glad to be doing my part. I'm glad to be doing the best I can. I'm glad to be cultivating my joy. I'm glad that I'm searching for knowing more clearly what this human experience that we're having together helps me know I want. And I'm curious about what is it you know you want, or what is it you're coming to know about what you want. So I'm curious about our support systems, and I'm curious about what we want and how we can support each other even more. So if you're interested in discussing this kind of things, you're welcome to reach out to me. I'd love to get to know you more. And on that note, I wish you a good rest of the day or night or life or everything, and see you tomorrow. Thanks for your attention. Bye-bye.